when I put it on. Where are we? I don't want that. Let me know if I forget to turn it off. So I'm thinking that we'll wait maybe 5 to 10 minutes just for everyone to join in. Remember that there's the live chat just below. I'm joking with that, it's way too hot. Yeah, so we'll just wait sort of 5 to 10 minutes for people to join in. Let me know if there are any issues or if you can't hear me. This is the first time I've actually done a live Yeah, sorry about that. I can't hear the music myself. So is that better? Can you hear me okay now? What I was saying before the, you know what, I'll just pause the music, should I? There we go. What I was saying before is that we're just going to wait sort of maybe 5 minutes just for the stragglers to join. Currently 34 people watching, which is pretty good. So how's everyone been coping with isolation so far? Nobody gone too mad yet? Singing around the house? What's the prizes? The prizes are you get to stay at home for at least 3 weeks. Isn't that great? Everyone's a winner. Just in case there's a bit of a delay on this, so what you say, I think I'm about 30 seconds ahead of what you're saying, which is why there's a delay on all the chat. $40 people, bloody hell, I cannot believe that there's so many people on my channel. Please remember to like this and subscribe, because I'm hoping, if this goes well, to do it probably once a week, certainly over the coronavirus period. So yeah, that would be good to get some subscribers and some likes. How's it working? Well, I'm thinking if you are within your each household as a team, or if you want to make a team over Facebook or Skype or whatever, and then just write down some answers within your team, and then at the end you can all share them in the live chat, and we'll see how people have done. It's just a bit of fun, really. I'd say don't use Google, but I won't be able to see, so please just don't use Google. It's just a bit of fun. There's no point in having a big argument about it. Broke down in tears. Oh dear. Well, I hope it's only 3 weeks for you then. Get out and get some nice long walks doing. I was actually doing. I went for a cycle on Wednesday. I thought I'd cycle to my grand's to wave through the window, but my bike had a puncture, so I got to my grand's and then had to walk back for the next hour and a half. So that was fun. Oh yes, Stu. Watch the Mouthful of Stew videos. I'm sure Stu will put a link into the channel, so you can all watch them. Whilst you're bored, you can get some cooking doing. If you, I'm not setting any specific teams. If you're just on your own, then you can just have a go, or ring a friend and do it over the phone. Just however you want to do it. I'm just streaming out to you. You can sort your teams, but it's perfectly okay if you want to just play on your own. Or like I say, you can just ring someone up and have a chat on the phone whilst the quiz is on. So I'd recommend you all have a pen and paper to get some answers down. And we'll get going in, let's say, 1 minute. 1 minute to get your pens, papers, drinks, food, whatever you want for the quiz. I suppose beer and peanuts would be a good idea. And don't forget to share this with all your friends. Let's get as many people playing as possible. How many questions in each round? The first round, there are 15 questions. The second round, there are 10 questions. Then we've got a break. Then we've got 10 questions. And then 15 questions. I'll go over that again, I think. We'll start now. Hello. Right, okay, so if you have only just joined, I'll just go over again. There is 4 rounds. The first one has 15 questions. The second one has 10 questions. The third one has 10 questions. And the fourth one has 15 questions. There will be a break between the second and the third round of about 5 minutes for you to top up your drinks and go to the toilet. I recommend you get some paper now if you haven't already got one. I'm afraid I can't hand out pens because I'm not allowed to come and visit you. Get a drink and some nibbles because this is a pub quiz, of course. I've got some Corona, but it's okay. I'm safe because I've got a mask, which apparently fixes everything. So, yeah. I've just watched my mum down an entire jug of beer just outside the pub. They were doing takeaways and she got the beer she didn't want, so she downed it all. You can't hear me. Can everyone hear me still? Is everything. I can hear myself on my stream, so maybe plug some speakers in. As you can see, I'm well stocked with my toilet roll. I've got a nice dartboard and we're all joining together in the Winchester. If you haven't already seen Shaun of the Dead, watch it. I don't think it's on Netflix though, which is rather disappointing, but find a way to watch it. One of the toilet rolls. No, they're not for sale. I got a pack on Amazon before they all sold out, so you can blame me for the lack of your toilet roll. Right, okay, so I'm going to assume that everyone is here that is going to be here. So, are we doing chips in the break? No, I've just had chips. Sorry, I couldn't give you any. You should have got a takeaway. Right. Okay, questions. So, let's go on to the first round. So, when I get all my windows in order. So, the stay-at-home quiz. The hashtag is because YouTube are doing a thing where we say hashtag stay home and pub quiz hashtag with me. So that's what we're working with here. So, the first question is going to be general knowledge. That is my lovely photo of Talking Tarn. If you like them, please let me know. I'm happy to send you them. So let's see. Question 1. Some say the symptoms the Simpsons predicted the coronavirus. In which year did the first Simpsons episode air? If you're wondering why I'm looking into the corner, it's because I've got my questions in that corner, so that's why I'm looking over there and looking a bit strange. Takeaways are closed. Not all the takeaways are closed. You could open up your own takeaway and make your own chips. Question 2. will.i.am is a member of which band? Ooh, he spiked to 43 people there. Yeah, that's doing well. Only 2 likes, though. You better get clicking like. Might stop halfway through if you don't. I like my likes. Question 3. What colour is a polar bear's skin? Yeah, okay, ignore the spelling. Not very nice. I've put all this effort in. The first full episode, or when it was short? That is a good question. I have written episode, so let's go with episode and hope that my answer is correct. Question 4. Which Italian dessert is also known as Tuscan trifle? I hope everyone's writing these down. I'll be very impressed if you're able to remember them all. Question 5. What nationality is Arnold Schwarzenegger? The quizmaster is always right. Thank you. Remember that, everyone, when it comes to the answers. I'm not taking any arguments with my answers. You can blame Sainsbury's. Half of them are from a quiz book in there. Is there a desert in Italy? Yes. Yes. There is. Or there will be when everyone's died. Next time I will send it... Oh no, I can't send it to anyone to check because then they'll know the answers. You'll just have to cope with my terrible spelling. Quite frankly, I don't know who thought it was a good idea to have desert and dessert as the only difference being an S. 6. In computing, what does RAM stand for? RAM. What does RAM stand for? Unless you disagree. Oh, no. Sorry. No one's special enough to disagree with me. Quizmaster's privilege. Now, I hope you've been listening. Question 7. What is the name of the pub in Shaun of the Dead? Like I say, if you haven't seen Shaun of the Dead, now is a really good time to watch it. I didn't like beer before this this coronavirus, but you know, I had a coronavirus in the pub before they were all closed, just to make a point, and it's actually quite nice. Even if it is warm because I've left it in the sun all day. Oops. Spell check isn't always right, especially when it's made by Americans. No offence if there's any Americans tuning in. Question 8. In television, what does BBC stand for? I don't know who Cake or Death is, but you're giving away your answers. Or are you? My taste buds are growing up. God, I don't want that. I like being young. Don't want to go old and wrinkly like you. Sorry. Technically, it's not being racist because they're from here. Well, some of them are, so, you know. Question 9. Who played Smithy in Gavin and Stacey? I hope people watched the Christmas special of this. It was quite good, I thought. I hope they'll do a reboot. 8 likes! Yay! There's 42 people watching. I'm expecting 42 likes, though. There's nowhere to type the answers on. If you just write your answers on a sheet, I'm going to go through the answers at the end of the quiz, and then you can just type your score in total on here. Just because if I was to mark them all individually, it would take me forever, and most people would tune out because they'd get bored. That's not very nice, condemning someone to wrinkles. Question 10. In what year did Top of the Pops get taken off air? Yes, it is meant to be Stacey. I think. I don't know. You might have noticed my spelling isn't great. I blame my granddad. He still spells my name wrong. It's not that hard. Question 11. In what year did Selena Gomez reveal on Instagram that she had a kidney transplant? If anyone is sad enough to keep up with which celebrities had kidney transplants. I like this. We seem to have 40 people watching constantly, so that's good. I think we'll do one next week, and if we can get up to 100, then maybe I can start posting out sweeties as a prize. Question 12. What is the only known bird to fly backwards? Oh, shush, Stu. You're the one that keeps putting American dates. And American spellings. Next thing you know, you'll be calling them Z's, not Z's. No, I'm not interested in celebrities either. My phone is buzzing. I don't know who's messaging me, but it is being used as my webcam right now, so I'm not going to be reading them. Question 13. What is a baby kangaroo known as? Send cough sweets. That's a good idea, actually. Yes, the winner of next week, if we get at least 50 viewers, will be cough sweets. But I expect 50 likes as well. 50 viewers equals 50 likes, and then you'll get your cough sweets as the winner. And subscribers, you know. Lots of subscribers. I love subscribers. Question 14. Who is the only British Prime Minister to have won a Nobel Prize in Literature? Well, you know, living in the same house, if you're going to give away your comments. Everyone likes free stuff. Question 15. A tayberry is a mix of which two berries? I've only got 8 likes now. Someone's taken a like away. That's really hurtful. Really hurtful. Right, so now we are going to be moving on to sport. I'll just give you a couple of, well, 1 minute to catch up. If you have any questions that you didn't get, just let me know the number and I will tell you, but you'll have to type them really quickly because I'm going to start on to the next round in about 1 minute. Okay, that's nice of you all, isn't it? Most of the message I've got is that I've spelt knowledge wrong. I am very sorry. Yes, the questions are getting harder. So, nobody seems to need any questions going over again, so let's move on. I'm hoping you can... Yeah, you can. So, question 1 of the sports round. Olympic gold medals are made from solid gold. True or false? Question 2 of sport. In which year did the Commonwealth Games begin? Question 3. Which popular British band is named after a football team? Question 4. The founder of Adidas has a brother who founded a rival brand called Puma. True or false? Is the streaming quality okay? Because I know that YouTube have dumbed down some of the quality due to people working from home, despite me getting an email from PlusNet saying that the content going through their servers in an evening is 10 times more than what it has been during the day when everybody's working. However, it should be, I mean, it should be pretty much HD, but I don't know, because I don't know if YouTube is limiting it. Question 5. In which sporting event did Susan Brown become the first female member in 1981? Yay, I've got 10 likes. Ah, that's good then. I wasn't sure because I've seen some streams that just seem really, really pixelated, but could just be their internet, I suppose. Question 6. In 1994, lacrosse was declared the national summer sport for which country? They're good good chips, Stu. I ordered the battered halloumi and chips, and I ended up with an entire halloumi, which was quite a challenge, but very nice challenge. No, I don't think any of my answers would be right for sports either. I was just told I had to put sports in because everybody likes sports questions. Honestly, we should have computing questions in. They're much more interesting. Question 7. In 1953, who became the first jockey to be knighted? Knighted? Knighted. Can you imagine a 90-year-old on a horse? Oh, well, at least someone likes sports. Doesn't everyone hate landlines? Question 8. What sport are periods of play referred to as chukkers? In what sport are periods of play referred to as chukkers? Ooh, 11 likes. Getting good. I know who Cake or Death is now. At least I think I do. Ray Sessford. I've no idea who that is. Question 9. Which annual race goes? Bloody hell. I really need to be more careful, don't I? Which annual race goes from Putney to Mortlake? Or Putney, even. Just, you know. Me and pronunciation and spelling doesn't work. Well, I did have an idea. I just didn't think he would actually be chatting. you shouldn't be giving your answers away then, should you, cheese? What, is that actually the right answer? I wouldn't say anyway. Question 10. In which sport is the Davis Cup awarded? In which sport is the Davis Cup awarded? And then that takes us to the end of the sports round. And we'll have maybe 3 or 4 minutes so people can do whatever they need to do, because some of you have been sitting here for at least 30 minutes. Yes. I'll not put the music back on in the interval. Too many complaints. So if anyone wants to chat to me in the 5 minutes interval, please feel free to do so. Just don't mention my spelling, pronunciation, or grammar. I took that picture, you know. Nice and purple. David or Davies? Yeah. I think it's the Davis Cup. I'll get them checked over by someone next time. And I'll ban them from playing. Yeah, I'll get Liam to do it, because that's who Cake or Death is. It's Liam. He loves to tell me that my spelling is wrong. I hope you're all looking forward to round 3. Round 3 is a special round, and you'll find out what it is when we move on to it, because I don't want to give anyone any time to revise. Yeah, well, it wouldn't be the first time, would it, Taylor? So are people playing as families then, or are they all competing against each other as well? Oh, maybe I could do a geography round instead of sports next time. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? I'm not very good with geography though, although I'm not very good with sports. I think I'm better at geography than sports, so it might be okay. Well, we're not in a pub, so there won't have been a queue for the toilet, I'm hoping. So we can probably get going if everybody's ready. Yeah, well, you're good at geography, aren't you? You know, I think the reason I'm actually okay with Corona beer is because Stu has been pouring way too much alcohol into my glasses, so I just don't taste anything anymore. Richard's playing a quiz. Bloody hell. Wow. Right, okay, well, let's get going. 30 seconds and we will move on to round 3. Round 3, here we come. Round 3 is on Harry Potter. So, question 1 of the Harry Potter round. How does Harry Potter breathe underwater during the Tri-Wizard Tournament? Yeah, I thought some people might like that. Other people will have absolutely no idea, and for that I am truly sorry, not sorry. Because Harry Potter is amazing. Or at least the original books were. The films are a bit wrong, and the stuff that she's done more lately doesn't seem to stack up, but hey. Question 2. What is the name of Fred and George's joke shop? That was in Diagon Alley. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. I thought I'd said Nocturne Alley. It was in Diagon Alley. Well, if you haven't read or watched it, then maybe you've listened to it on audiobook. That's a good way to get into it. Question 3. Who played Lord Voldemort in the films? For that you would need to watch the films, probably. I don't think you'd be able to guess that from listening to Stephen Fry speak. You see, that's the problem. The films aren't as good. You'll have to try reading it or listening to it on audiobook. Don't know why I'm advertising it, you know. I mean, she's clearly got enough money as it is. Question 4. No. Oh. I've missed out a question, actually. Question 4, which isn't going to be written down, is what does Ron see himself holding in the mirror of Erised? Oops, I've missed a slide for it. So what does Ron see himself holding in the mirror of Erised is question 4. Once again, question 4. What does Ron see himself holding in the mirror of Erised? Then this one on the slide is question 5. What does OWL stand for? In Harry Potter, obviously. I don't know if it means anything in any other things in real life. No. Ooh, we're up to 12 likes. Yeah. Question 6. A wizard who can't do magic is known as a what? Oh, yeah, it is Overwatch League, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, well. Most people probably won't know what that is. I think most of the watchers are probably from the village, and I don't think many of them will play computer games. If you like my backdrop, by the way, this is a quilt that I made when I was in primary school. Patchwork quilt. Question 7. What does one say to close the Marauder's map and make it blank again? Overwhelmingly large telescope. Impressive. I can think of other things that would fit there. Question 8. The three kinds of balls used in Quidditch are the bludgers, the snitch, and the what? And remember, if your friends are missing out on this because they're doing other less important things, I believe that this video will be available to watch back on at a later date so you can see how well they do compared to you. Question 9. How many Weasley siblings are there? Siblings, not sliblings. Adventures in Random Seeds. Good one. I've no idea who you are though, but you were very eager. You were here very early, so that's quite promising. Are you from Castle Carrick or Brampton? Or are you just someone from YouTube just watching? Ah. What's the latest in astronomy at the moment then? What are the stars doing or telling us? Question 10. From what King's Cross platform does the Hogwarts Express leave? This rounds up the Harry Potter round. So the next round is going to be science. I will wait 1 minute. If anybody has any questions if anybody has missed any questions, please just drop a message. And just remember that question 4 was what does Ron see himself holding in the mirror of Erised, and question 5 was what does OWL stand for. I just missed off the question 4's slide. Actually, if I'm doing this next week, I'll probably put the question numbers on the slides. That would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it? Then I'll know if I've missed one. Right. In science, question 1. What is the longest bone in the human body? And no, it has nothing to do with OWL. We discovered a new planet that is 4.5 years away and is located in the golden zone like that of Earth in terms of elements. It's been a while since I did physics. I don't think I know what the golden zone is. I'm assuming 4.5 light years away, but interesting. New planets are good. Question 2. What does Control and V do on a computer? That's on a Windows computer anyway. Macs might be a bit different, but you know, you deserve to be confused for using a Mac. So do drop a comment if anyone from work is watching. And let me know if you're from around here or you're just a randomer from YouTube, in which case, welcome. Question 3. Which stone are the White Cliffs of Dover made out of? Ah, well, you see, Alpha Centauri I have heard of. I see. Well, that's interesting then. Question 4. Minecraft creators Mojang was sold... Well, the company was sold to which other company in 2014? Obviously, the creators themselves weren't shipped off to said company. Welcome, Randomer from YouTube. It's very nice to meet you. Please like and subscribe, and you can come back probably every Friday throughout the coronavirus period. And please feel free to check out any of my other videos if they interest you. Ah, very good. Very good. So some people from work then. Question 5. Earth's atmosphere consists mostly of which gas? I'm guessing that Ems is back for the lockdown then. Question 7. What does HP stand for in the company HP? If you go back 10 or 15 years, then it would have been very obvious, but nowadays they don't put the whole name on the computers. Well, I suppose if you're into astronomy, then the last question would have been quite easy. I've missed out a question again. Oh dear. Well, we'll say that one was 7 because I've already said 7. What was meant to be 6 is which 2 elements are required to make water? So question 7 was what does HP stand for in the company HP? Doesn't matter if you've put them the wrong way around. You're marking your own sheets anyway. Question 6 was which 2 elements are required to make water? Which 2 elements are required to make water? Yeah, not HP Source. HP is in the company that make computers. Question 8. What does www stand for in computing? The bit that you type in when you're typing in a web address. It's a good job I've got these printed out so I can see which questions I've missed off the PowerPoint, isn't it? Question 9. What is the chemical formula for carbon dioxide? Hey, I've got Corona beer. Well, I did. I've got more here, but one's enough for now. Question 10. In the computer game Overwatch, what is the name of the German hero? Yes, if you thought that the science round included condiments, then yes, definitely a bunch of Muppets. It is not Houses of Parliament. Question 11. What does USB stand for? Again in computing, what does USB stand for? Although if you know what it stands for in anything else science related, then please let me know. Question 7 was, what does HP stand for in the company HP? And question 6 was meant to be, which two elements are required to make water? I missed off question 6, so it doesn't really matter which way around you get it. How is this science? Well, they're all sciencey questions. You just don't understand science, Taylor. Question 12. The energy in a sound wave can be measured using what unit? You see, that's so sciencey. Well, next time I will make more general questions for those that aren't interested in any of the questions that I've put on today. Are you too late to join in? No, you're not. You can go all the way back to the start of the video and watch it, but you'll just be a little bit late in commenting. Or you can join in for the last 4 questions if you want, Gary. I hope you're doing okay, by the way. Right. No, look, sound energy is not computer science. Come on. 13. How many wings does a mosquito have? I have done a really bad job of these questions on the slides, haven't I? Oh, well, that's good then. Is there a music round? No, I'm not sure about the music round because of YouTube's copyright things. I'll have a look into it because music rounds are quite good. But I might be limited to as to how long I can put it on for. But I'll have a look into it and find out. Yes, only 3 more questions, so make the most of it. But then we've got the answers to go through, so and you can always stay for a chat afterwards if you wish. So, question 13, I think I said, was how many wings does a mosquito have? However, I missed out the real question 13, which I'm now going to call question 14. Which is the largest internal organ in the human body? So question 14 is, which is the largest internal organ in the human body? I really will make sure I check through my PowerPoint in future. Yeah, I could do it with just music-based questions, I suppose. I just like putting really unusual music on just to confuse people. Yeah, I imagine that will all be jazz music, though. And it'll probably only be stuff that he's done, because that's all I'll be allowed to put on. So I think he might get them all right himself. Less than 10 seconds. Oh, well, we can do 10 seconds each song. That would be fine. I know, Gary. 4 questions. I mean, you're only going to win if everyone else has done really, really, really badly. However, moving on, we have got the last question. 15. Bill Gates is famous for being one of the founders of Microsoft, but who was the other co-founder who is often overlooked? You shouldn't be giving away your question. I mean, your answers. I'm giving away the questions. No charge, by the way. Right, so I am going to... well, we've got... I'll give you, say, 3 or 4 minutes just to finish off going through anything that you're not sure on. And then we'll go through the answers and you can all share your scores. There's always next week, Gary. If you're in time. Yeah, you should always listen to Big Bang. It's amazing what facts you can find out on Big Bang. What's the initials? The initials of what? If anyone's missing any questions or anything, please comment it now, because I will go through the answers at precisely 8 o'clock. And next week I will have a music round with 10 seconds of music, so good luck with that one. Oh, the Microsoft guy. The Microsoft guy. Why would I give you the initials? Someone else might have got him. Honestly. I'm not giving the answers away. Oh, I know you can't. Do you want to see me? Oh, there you are. Is that better? I just didn't think there was much point in having the questions up when we've finished them. So, yes. So let's say 2 minutes, and then we will go through the answers. Is there anyone that isn't from the UK watching? That would be interesting. Because I've only really shared this within my local area and work, so I'm interested to know if anyone from further afield has found out about it. Of course, please do share this with other people so that next week we can have 100 viewers. That would be great. What's with all the loo rolls? Well, I'm just showing off, really. I mean, no one else has any. Well, you see, Gary, going back to the start, I didn't like beer at all before this corona outbreak, and then I tried one because, because of corona, and I actually thought it was quite nice. But I think the reason that I like it is because Stu has been probably giving me about 2/3 gin to 1/3 tonic, and I just can't taste anything anymore. No, I'm not going to put the other screen back, Stu, because I want to crack your laptop so you get into trouble again. Proxima B. I don't know where Proxima B is, but it sounds spacey. So another planet, that's a good start. Ah, well. My mum's just come back from Australia. Cardboard box in the background. No, it's not actually. It's the bottom of my bed. I've got a bed that I made with my granddad that folds up into the wall, so I can use it as shelves. And this, of course, is my lovely patchwork quilt that I made in primary school. Yes, Stu, I will blame you. Yeah, I know. I feel really sorry for Corona. I mean, should we all agree to let's all buy a pack of 4 Corona and... I really hate landlines. I'm going to unplug that next week because it goes off all bloody day. 8 years later, well, I mean, I'd rather have, rum and coke. I am at Castle Carrick, yes. I would say come and visit, but you might get arrested, so... There was actually a police van sitting in the middle of the village today. I mean, haven't they got something better to do? Yes, she has done. She's been sitting, doing a lot of work from home. Well, I guess that's quite rebellious of you, getting drunk on a school trip. How did you get away with that? Yes, I will definitely do a music round next time. I will do 10 seconds of each song. How long? Oh, shut up, Stu. Yes, how long do you? How many questions in terms of music do you think we should have? Should we do, say, 20 music questions, something like that? I don't want to make this quiz too long. I mean, we're all sitting at home and we have loads of time on our hands, so I guess making it a little bit longer wouldn't be too bad. Bloody hell. Well, no, actually, that's only 7 days, Gary. Not the end of the world. I see. So you're just a lightweight then. Yeah, okay. I will catch up with these comments once we've been through the answers. So, let's go back through on there. So, with general knowledge, we had some say the symptoms predicted the coronavirus. In which year did the first Simpsons episode air? I have got 1984. I'm assuming that was the first episode. That is just according to Wikipedia, which is always right, of course. will.i.am is a member of which band? That is the Black Eyed Peas. What colour is a polar bear's skin? It is black. And the hairs are actually not white, they are translucent, which allows the light and heat to go through the hairs so that the polar bear can then absorb as much heat as possible, which is quite interesting. Question 4, which Italian dessert is also known as a Tuscan trifle? That is the tiramisu. Question 5, which nationality is Arnold Schwarzenegger? Austrian. Question 6, in computing, RAM stands for Random Access Memory. If I'm going too fast, do say. 7, what is the name of the pub in Shaun of the Dead? It is, of course, the Winchester. In television, what does BBC stand for? British Broadcasting Company. Since there are no foreigners tuning in today, I hope you've got that all very right. Question 9, who played Smithy in Gavin and Stacey? That would be James Corden. I'll catch up with your messages later. Question 10. In what year did Top of the Pops get taken off air? That was 2006. 11. In what year did Selena Gomez reveal on Instagram that she had a kidney transplant? As if I cared. 2017, apparently. 12. What is the only known bird to fly backwards? The hummingbird. Question 13. What is a baby kangaroo known as? It is a joey. 14. Who is the only British Prime Minister to have won a Nobel Prize in Literature? That would be Winston Churchill. Question 15. A Tayberry is a mix of blackberry and raspberry. Let me just track my messages that everyone's okay with everything. Yes, correct. It was Austrian American, but the book said Austrian, so I just went with the one. The Simpsons, according to Wikipedia, was 1984. If you have a reputable source that says something otherwise, then please let me know. Sport, question 1. Olympic gold medals are made from solid gold, true or false? That is false. They are actually around 92.5% silver. Cheapskates. I've not been going through the questions, so we'll just have a nice photo. Question 2. In which year did the Commonwealth Games begin? That was 1930. Well done, Cake or Death. Which popular British band is names after a football team? That really came out wrong. Which popular British band is named after a football team? That would be the Kaiser Chiefs. Question 4. The founder of Adidas had a brother who founded a rival brand called Puma. Is true. Who knew? In which sporting event did Susan Brown become the first female team member in 1981? The boat race. And in 1994, lacrosse was declared the national summer sport of Canada. In 1953, who became the first jockey to be knighted? Knighted? I'm saying that again. I'm obsessed with 90. Maybe it's because my grand's 90 next month? April. Knighted. Sir Gordon Richards. Never heard of him personally, but you know. Question 8. In which sport are periods of play referred to as chukkers? That would be polo. 9. In which annual race goes from Putney to Mortlake? That would be the University Boat Race. And question 10, rounding up the sports round, is which sport is the Davis Cup awarded to? Tennis. So, everyone seems happy. The backwards bird was the hummingbird. Yes, yes. Yeah. You all seem happy enough with them. If you're not, then tough. Harry Potter. How does Harry Potter breathe underwater during the Tri-Wizard tournament? He eats gillyweed, of course. Question 2. What is the name of Fred and George's joke shop? Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. With pygmy puffs. I'd love a pygmy puff. Question 3. Who played Lord Voldemort in the films? Ralph Fiennes. Question 4. Who does Ron see himself holding in the mirror of Erised? Who? What does even? The Quidditch Cup, of course. He also sees himself dressed as head boy because, as Dumbledore put it, he wants to see himself above his brothers for a change because he has so many of them, as you'll find out soon. What does OWL stand for in Harry Potter? Ordinary Wizarding Levels. We all remember the horrible professor. Question 6. A wizard who can't do magic is known as what? It is known as a squib. Argus Filch. Question 7. What does one say to close the Marauder's map and make it blank again? Mischief managed. Question 8. The 3 kinds of balls used in Quidditch are bludgers, snitches, and quaffles. How many Weasley siblings are there? There are 7. And if you are really clever, you will know that that is Bill, Charlie, Percy, Fred, George, Ron, and Ginny. Question 10. From what King's Cross platform does the Hogwarts Express leave? It leaves from 9 3/4, of course. Now, is everyone happy with them so far? Can you have half for Gordon? Okay, fine, if you think it'll get you anywhere. Could do Star Wars. Maybe, we'll see. I don't really watch it, but you know. So, science. Question 1. The longest bone in the human body is the femur. Question 2. What does Control and V do on a computer? Paste. Question 3. Which stone are the White Cliffs of Dover made out of? Chalk. Minecraft creators Mojang was sold to which company in 2014? It was sold to Microsoft, unfortunately, and has never been the same since. Question 5. Earth's atmosphere consists mostly of nitrogen, not oxygen. Which 2 elements are required to make water? Hydrogen and oxygen. And HP in computing stands for Hewlett-Packard. WWW stands for World Wide Web. God, we've lost 10 viewers. Bloody hell, I didn't think the answers were that bad. Question 9. What is the chemical formula for carbon dioxide? CO2. And in number 10, in the computer game Overwatch, what is the name of the German hero? It is, of course, Reinhardt. What does USB stand for? Universal Serial Bus. And number 12, the energy in a sound wave can be measured using the decibel. 13, the largest internal organ in the humour is the liver. And how many wings does a mosquito have? Trick question, it's only got 2. 15, Bill Gates is famous for being one of the founders of Microsoft, but the overlooked other co-founder was Paul Allen. So, I hope you enjoyed that quiz. Please feel free to share your answers now. Let's move on to that. So, LN2 is what? I have no idea what LN2 is. Did I say LN2? I have no idea. God, Cake's being very popular, isn't he? Wind speed is measured in knots, is it not? Although you can measure it in kilometres an hour as well, of course. Anything that you can measure speed with, I suppose. But generally for wind, it's knots, I think. No, it's not. Or is it? That's going to be really embarrassing if not. I've had a mind blank. Small intestine is bigger, surely. Well, there you have it. It's bigger by mass. "39 out of 50. That's pretty good. Well done, Tony. Well done. And you're the first person to give your score, so... Adventures in Random Seeds. I don't know who you are. Interesting name. But well done. You've also got 39 out of 50. Which is 78%, by the way, so you got a first. Only 23, Stu. Well, better luck next time. You might have something that you know better. I'm guessing most of those were from Harry Potter. I hope so, anyway. The Master Bakers. Oh, really? Really, Master Bakers? Got 41 out of 50. Well, that's the best score so far. Save My Sanity is 40.5. Was that as a group, or were you all playing separately? Oh, right, yes, liquid nitrogen. Yes. Well, I mean, whether it's even colder, I suppose, is dependent on what temperature it is. That's like my gran saying that the water boiled on the fire is hotter than the water boiled in the kettle. No idea where she gets that from. I don't know. A wind speedometer. I have no idea. I'm not a... whatever people are called that do weathery things. Maybe I can put that in the next quiz. Yes, I will do music next round. Are we all happy with sort of 20 questions of 10 seconds long for the music next week? Anyone else want to share their scores? Even if you've done really badly, you know, it's good to share your scores. Well, you can make your own quiz, Gary, but nobody cares. Irish wristwatch. That's a tongue twister. You just did that to confuse me, didn't you? Got 38. Well done. $29. Well, that's better than Stu. Oh, yeah, gillyweed's good, isn't it? And it only took, I believe it was Neville Longbottom, quite a long time in the library. And I think that Dobby helped him. I believe so. Long time ago since I've read that one. You got 5 right. Well, that's quite good then, isn't it? That's if you were only joined in for the last 5 questions, then that's 100%. An anemometer. Okay, it's an anemometer. Anyone else sharing scores? Please don't forget, before you leave, you can like the video and subscribe to my channel. And I will be posting out some things on Facebook for next week's quiz, so you'll have the links to join in. I'm sorry, Stu, but you did take a round out and it was sports, so I don't know how anyone gets any of them right anyway. Oh, of course, it was Mad-Eye Moody. Yes. Yeah, I can't believe that 26 of you have stayed on for an hour and 15 minutes. Oh, that's pretty good, that. Remember to share this all with your friends ready for next week so we can have even more people to compete with. And then Stu might not be the worst. No offence, Stu. You'll do better when we have the music round, I'm sure. Although I could put it all with generic pop. No, of course he's not stupid. He's just not very good at this quiz. A tiebreaker question. Oh, you want a tiebreaker question. Now, I did think of one, actually. But I didn't write it down, so bear with me on that one. It was related to one of the questions I had. I will find one. Okay, so tiebreaker question. I am after the date, and whoever is closest to this date wins. What date, including the day, month, and year, did Minecraft get released? Classical music. Well, I could put a couple of classicals in, yeah. You know, like the Harry Potter theme tune. 90s grunge. No, thank you. I don't want to break my speakers. Ah, good team name for Stu. The Stupids. Do I like my S10? Yes, this is my S10 filming me in full 4K. I don't know if it's streaming to you in 4K, but it certainly looks good to me. Definitely approve of it. It hasn't slowed down at all since I got it, and a lot of the phones that I've had in the past slow down sort of a month after you get it. I've had this since August, September, something like that, and it's been really good actually. The screen is amazing. Never seen a better screen. It makes everything else that I watch look terrible. Are we ready for the answer to the tiebreaker question? Ooh, maybe we'll have to have a one-to-one quiz special with Stu and Gary with 90s dance tracks. Country music. Liam, you're asking for country music. Your mum will kill you. What is Minecraft? Minecraft is a game. It's a bit like Lego. It's the one with all the blocks and it looks really pixelated. But you can build pretty much anything on there. You can even, if you are really clever, build a calculator on it out of redstone. It's out of wires and things, effectively. Okay, so if we're all ready for the tiebreaker question, well, the answer to it is the 18th of November 2011. So Minecraft was released on the 18th of November 2011. So whoever was closest to that wins out of your group. The reason that I'm doing this quiz in the first place is because my brother's meetup group in Newcastle wasn't able to do their pub quiz because the pub was closed, obviously. So he asked me to do this, and I thought, well, let's make it public and let everyone else join in. So they're doing their own sort of scoring between them, but I hope you've all enjoyed it. Poor Liam. You wanted country music? I think you're maybe thinking American country music. Yeah. Well, we'll put quite a good mix in then. It seems that we've got quite a wide audience. So yeah, we'll have a mix of songs. Who won the tiebreaker, by the way? Ah, well, no, Stu, if you're not cheating, then maybe other people have, and maybe you actually secretly did the West. Oh, you won, right, well done then. You're now officially allowed to play Minecraft. Theme songs, yes, we can do theme songs. Well, actually, maybe next week we can just do general songs, and then maybe one week we can do an actual music round, themed music round of theme songs from TV and film and everything. But we'll not put Friends on there because everyone knows Friends. That one's a bit obvious. Even people that haven't watched it. Oh my god, yes! We could have a Eurovision one. Ooh, I like that. Because Eurovision's got all sorts of stuff on it. It says Google 17th of May 2009. Does it? Was that the alpha? Ah, well, it was released in alpha in 2009, but it was officially released in 2011. Minecraft was in alpha and beta for quite a long time, so I was going for the official release date, but... Yeah, who doesn't love The Sims? I think everyone's playing Sims right now. Everyone's locked inside, so they're using Sims to go outside. Yeah, well, you're not meant to Google them, but unfortunately I can't stop you. Yeah. Yes. Which mode of Sims was this theme tune for? Yes, yes, we can have all sorts of themes. You know, if you're writing down all of these TV shows, I won't be able to use them because I'll know that you all know the answers. God, you're all really enjoying watching me, aren't you? 24 people still connected. Only 12 likes, though. That means half of you haven't liked my video. Put on your pineapple. I liked making the Sims do all those sort of workout things in front of the TV. I thought that was quite funny. Well, this seems to have worked quite well, and if you're all happy with the quality, then that's good, because I wasn't sure how well my webcam would work, because it's effectively an app on my phone. It's all sort of wireless, so I thought that was rather unreliable, but it seems to be doing okay. So if you're all wanting me to do one next Friday, then we will set the date of the 3rd of April. 3rd of April at 7 o'clock again. I'm assuming is good for everyone. I'll just do it exactly the same as I have this time. I'll just send a link out and you can all join in. Bye bye, Stu. Enjoy you listening to your terrible 90s grunge. Hey, we got 13 likes. Someone else has done it. That's good. I wonder how many subscribers I've got now. quite fun. I've quite enjoyed it. Can you go on a pub crawl? No. Unless you want to get arrested for both breaking curfew and breaking into pubs, because they won't be open. Well, actually, interesting you say that. I had an email from Beer 52, I think, saying that they're going to be doing the world's first virtual beer festival. You can order a case of 12 beers for £30, and they'll send you a case of beer, and then you can join them for their 4-hour beer festival online. So yeah, I suppose it's sort of a virtual pub crawl. Meet at the world's end. Well, I mean, it felt like the restaurant at the end of the universe on Friday when we were in the pub. Yes, Liam, there was a pub at the end of the universe in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And no, we can't go there next week because we're not allowed out. You should know that. You should know that there was a restaurant at the end of the universe. I'm blinking. Am I not allowed to blink? It's meant to be good for you to blink. Because when you're looking at screens all day, you don't blink as much, so it's not as good for your eyes. Where is Corona Island? Who said Corona Island? Ooh. Have they been infected? That would be funny. That would be quite funny if they were the only place that wasn't infected. Oh, I see, it was on Sims 2, right. Virtual. It was on a computer game then. Proxima B, are you from Castle Carrick? Are you from Brampton or? No, it's not a pub, but it's similar kind of thing. Oh well, I think people are leaving now, so I might call it a night at that. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do give me a like. If I can get to 14, that would be great. And join me next week for one on Friday, the 3rd of April, I believe it was. That is presuming I have not come down with the coronavirus by then. So yeah, see you next week. Bye.